Hey guys, it's your best fight friends. I'm Kelsey. That's Rachel. Rachel, I want to talk to you about the death of Jerry Rice.
Okay.
Mike Tyson broke the news. Actually, he broke the news that Jerry don't have to die, y'all.
Right, so here's the thing. Mike Tyson was on Jimmy Fallon last night promoting, right, his upcoming fight against Roy Jones Jr. Among other things, he was very much promoting something called Legends Only. We had a hard time, figuring out what exactly that it means.
Yeah, because on one hand, he's like, these legends only, they don't have to be done in their sport. So he was talking about Dennis Rodman and talking about Meta World Police. They could come compete against each other. In what, Mike?
Or compete against, a
Basketball
younger guy.
or boxing.
In the same thing.
Yeah.
But then later he mentioned a comedian. And
Kevin,
we were like...
Kevin Hart? Is it the only comedian I know?
No, Jamie Foxx.
Okay.
Jamie Foxx is playing Mike Tyson in a movie, and so he was talking about Jamie Foxx. He was like, yeah, but he said he can fight. And we were like, well, wait a minute. Are you getting these legends together to have them all box each other or box younger guys?
Which I'm for, by the way. I want that. I mean, and look at what Nate Robinson and Jake Paul are doing. Nate Robinson, 3-time winner of the NBA dunk contest. He's fighting Jake Paul, YouTuber/boxing person. Anyway, it's all fascinating to me. It says 2020 as things get, but something struck a chord with Rachel and I. What is that, Rachel?
Well, particularly, so he's talking about this Legends Only thing, and then he says to Jimmy Fallon, he was like, who right now could beat Jerry Rice?
In a
foot race. And Jimmy Fallon's like, nobody. I'm like, I don't know this.
I could beat him.
Let's not focus on that. Let's focus on, he was like, yeah. And he was like, Jerry Rice is like, he can still compete. He was like, he don't have to die. And I was like, whoa, Mike. That says so much about, I think, the story I make up is that it potentially says a lot maybe about Mike Tyson's mind frame. Maybe why he's getting back in the ring. Maybe why he's starting this Legends Only thing. But I was like, well, Jerry, just because you move on in your career, it doesn't mean that you died, And you don't ever, Jerry Rice doesn't ever have to play football again. And he's still very much alive and has value as a human being. Mike Tyson doesn't have to box and be great at boxing ever again. But he still has value as a human person. It just really, I was like, whoa, dude, you don't have to die. I thought that spoke volumes.
It reminded me, we watched that documentary about Rulon Gardner, former gold medal winner in the Olympics. I remember it talked about the 2 deaths, an athlete faces. I think the show was called Rulon Gardner. Basically, the idea is that great athletes like Rulon Gardner, Mike Tyson, Jerry Rice, they suffer 2 deaths. The death of their career, which was their life before, and then their real death. Move on to the next
and
life.
I would argue...
Lots of people suffer 2 deaths.
That's what I was going to say, yes.
Some of us suffer 10 deaths.
Multiple deaths.
I mean, I feel like I die every 3 to 5 years. Something crazy. Anyway, that's another story. But I do think it's a part of the human experience.
I was going to say, for athletes specifically, I think they have a unique opportunity that if you are particularly great in your field, that you are going to experience that first death, it's going to happen. I think the rest of us, the rest of humanity, we also experience that, but it doesn't come in a way that people can just see. I'm not in the limelight, I don't have all these things, but I definitely have undergone something in my life that I feel was first death worthy, that helped to really change me so that I could grow and learn.
Yeah, so I don't know. I am, I'm glad, happy for Mike Tyson that he's doing something that it sounds like he wants to do. He's doing something to help other people like Mike Tyson. And also, I guess he's raising money for charity through this as well to help people who are not like him, who don't have that reach or that popularity or that money.
Yeah.
And I'm really glad to see it happening. I'm excited about the event. I think that it's interesting. I think that it's surprising. And I'm just going to try to lay back and enjoy it, Rachel.
I hope that...
But in a way...
that he's somewhere in his journey where he knows, Mike, you got value without boxing. Boxing isn't what gave you your value and worth.
Yeah. But in a way, Jerry Rice does have to die, doesn't he? I mean, we all die. Everybody has to die.
Everybody's gotta
right?
die.
And everybody.
Hey, but did you know this? If you subscribe to Real Talk with Kelsey and Rachel,
Guaranteed to live another day. Maybe.
oh, I was going to say you never die. Too much?
My kids, you know what? How will they know? By the time they figure it out, they'll be dead.
Oh.
Sorry. Why did we become super?
I don't know.